everyone, my name is Stephanie. I'm a psychology major at UW Green Bay. After I graduate, I want to become a therapist. A fun fact about me is that I was born and lived in Alaska for about 6 years. Today I'll be teaching you how to make a hand drum. The final result will end up looking like this. Makes lots of noise. Let's get started. All the supplies that I'll be using I got from the Dollar Tree. You don't have to go out and buy anything if you already have it, but if you do need to go get some things, go to the Dollar Tree. I got everything for under $6. The only thing I didn't go out and buy was the scissors and the glue that I'll be using, but you can just use the stuff you have at home. So the supplies I'll be using, the first thing will be bowls. These are plastic bowls. You could use paper bowls or styrofoam bowls. I just think that the plastic bowls will make a little bit more noise than like the paper or the styrofoam. Just use whatever you have. Anything will really work. The second thing will be some sort of stick. This is a paper straw. You could use a popsicle stick or some sort of wooden stick. I probably prefer that over this just because it's a little bit stronger. But this is just what I had, so that's what I'll be using. And then string, you could use thin string like this, or ribbon, or yarn, just kind of whatever you have. This is just what I had. And then beads, these are plastic beads. You could use wooden beads, really any kind of bead. And then the last thing will be stickers. I have these. These are just to customize your drum. You could use markers or paint or washi tape. Anything just to kind of put your own little twist on it. You don't have to do this, just what I think will be a little bit more fun. And then the tools we'll be using will be scissors and then some hot glue. You don't have to use hot glue if you don't have supervision over an adult. I probably would recommend Elmer's glue. Just something to stick the two bowls together. It doesn't have to be hot glue. So the first thing you're going to want to do is cut two just long pieces of the string or the yarn, one for each side. The reason why they're so long right now is because when you put the beads on, you want to make sure that there's going to be enough room to tie off the ends. So what I did here was I tied the string around the end bead. So you just take the bead like this, and then you kind of just tie it on there. So if you see like that, and I bring the string this way, just kind of tie it on there. I just find this is a little bit easier than trying to make the knot big enough on the string where the bead falls off, because that tends to be a little bit harder and just a longer process. So this is just make it a little bit easier so all your beads don't fall off. So I have about 7 beads here, and I'm going to repeat that knot process on the end of the beads so that the bead doesn't fall off. So you see here, it's kind of just how it is on this side, where it's tied. So this is kind of the end result. I have about 7 beads on each one. They're not perfect, I just kind of put them on there, no specific ways. And then here's the tails, which we'll glue inside of the drum to make them stick. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make lines of glue where we want the string to sit. We want about a few inches of space between the end of the bowl and the beginning of the beads, just so it has enough length to like hit around when the bowls are together. So let's do that. Just kind of be careful if you're using hot glue, as it's going to be hot. Then I'm just kind of holding the string down. I'm not touching the glue at all, just so it kind of sticks there as it starts to dry. And then we're just going to repeat that process on the other side. I'm going to just kind of make sure that it is, the same distance away, or the same, like, across. And then we're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side with the, good amount of, probably like 3 inches or so. And then just hold that in there. If it's not going in all the way and you are using hot glue, I just like to use the scissors to kind of just push in that string. And then you'll just wait for the hot glue to dry, and then we'll move on to the next step. So what I did while I was waiting for the glue to dry is I just took the little, if you're using hot glue, just got rid of all the little glue hairs that come with using hot glue. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to put the stick down. And so what we're going to do is about like 3 inches or so into the bowl. And then we're just going to glue that down. So we're going to put some hot glue here. We'll put the stick down and try to get it so it's in the middle, equal distance from each side of the string. And then with the rounder sticks, it's kind of hard to just let it sit there because it'll roll around. So I just kind of hold it until the glue is dry so it sticks and doesn't move. So we'll do that. And so it looks like it's pretty dry right now, or it's starting to dry or harden. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put glue around the edge here, so then, we'll stick the 2 bowls together. Oh no, the stick is about to fall. See, it's not a perfect process, you just have to be patient and hold the glue, or hold the stick into the glue. And I'm going to get my other bowl. And then the stick will hold a little bit better once you get the 2 bowls together, as they'll hold the thing in place. So put some hot glue. Be careful, it's going to be hot. If you're using hot glue, like I said, can't say it enough, have to be careful while using this because it can get really warm. And then we just stick the 2 bowls together and just pinch it. I have all these little glue hairs. And then if you're using kind of a rounder stick, like a straw, I would recommend just putting some hot glue or whatever, just something, and squeeze it, because there is going to be a little opening here just because the straw's there, so it's not closing all the way. Just put some hot glue in there just to, make it a little bit more sturdy. And there you go. We just have to wait for it to dry, and then we will put stickers on it. So I put a bunch of star stickers on it, along with writing Camp Lloyd 2020 on it, just so that I remember that this is the year that I made this. And then I put stickers on the back as well. You could put, anything on it, color it with marker, really anything to make it your own. So this will be our end product. It's not perfect, doesn't have to be perfect. Mine's definitely not. And you just go like this and make a bunch of noise. Hope you enjoyed.